Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pikmin's challenge mode. This time we're on the Forest of Hope, and this one, so my record on this one to beat, just so you've got a goal in your head, my target for this one is 120. What? Guys, what are you doing? 120, why did I say 120? Because what I meant, in fact, was 251, was actually what I got last time. This one's an interesting one, though, because it's potentially quite dangerous, because there are a lot of enemies on it. So it's basically about building up to what is a safe level to start taking on red bulbs, and then from there, taking on red bulbs, essentially. But in this first stage, I'm just gathering a few wands with everyone to get us to the level where we can start harvesting some of these 5s that are around the place. Then we take on the dwarf bulbs, and then we start exploring the area and taking on the much more significant bulbs. My real goal is to get there's 2 kind of really good nests of them, which are worth kind of breaking into. There is... How did a red get in there? Ugh. It's still not great. You have to really wait for them to sort when you try and sort them by kind of holding anyone throwing. But yes, so there's where the burrowing snaglet was, there's a good mess with them, and also up there where the armored cannon beetle were. Both are very good sources of a lot of enemies which make great corpses, and corpses, unlike what are they called? Unlike pellets, give evenly to any color that harvests them, so there you don't even have to worry about who's taking it back, really. 32. We're getting towards safe territory, I'd say, at this point. I'm actually just gonna... Oh, no. Oh, that was a huge waste. I used some of the nectar for literally 1 individual min. That's irritating. 37. We're getting there. I'll pluck a few of these, and then I'll take on the dwarfs. Oh, these are getting... I nearly sucked down that nectar accident. No, okay. Right, let's just suck down the nectar with these guys. Fuck it. I feel like we didn't get as much of that with that as we could have done. Oh well, right, with these guys, I'm going to try, as ever, because it's a useful approach, to squip them. So just throw enough of them, and 1 or 2 will land in the right way, and that should make it so you just kill them in 1. Avoid having any fights. And yes, they can chew on your Pikmin, but it's actually quite unlikely... Really? No one got squitted there? I was going to say, it's quite difficult for them to kill the Pikmin, because if they die while they're still in the swallowing your Pikmin animation, then they just get... then they don't swallow the Pikmin. They just spit it back out again, basically. Because you'll hear a Pikmin go, meh! But unless the animation actually finishes, it doesn't... Nothing happens with it, which is nice. Right, well, these various things are back on the way. I haven't really paid attention to colour. If I was being careful, I would put more... try and take out more... Get more reds here, because they are the most useful ones for combat, and this is quite a combat-heavy level. But it's not the end of the world, if not. Actually, you know what, I am going to try and get some reds onto that one. So I actually completely ignore what I just said there. I actually am going to try and prioritize reds. Just because you don't really need the other colours at all, but just reds are more useful for that increased combat power. 57, so we're definitely at the point where we can comfortably start taking on the proper bulbs now. Oh, and you guys don't... Oh, that's the issue, plucking with this many people. Occasionally you just wander by accident into the old nectar and accidentally suck them all down. Right. Yeah, it is annoying that you have to pluck in this. But I mean, it makes sense. But it can feel very time-consuming where you just kind of want to hit the road. But we are nearly done here, and then we can largely not pluck for quite some time, I suspect. Right, guys, if you all come with me... Right, let's flower up as many of these as we can on here. Have I got any more? Oh, there is actually 1 more bit of nectar over there, which is nice. Let's put these on it. Well, that's something. Right, let's continue heading up, if we can, up towards the armored cannon beetle spot. So it has this thing for building a bridge up there, which wasn't there before. So I'm going to have... my yellows work on that, because they're probably the least useful in a combat situation. While everyone else, we can come... Did literally only 2 of them land on it? Good lord. Okay, well, let's do it this way then. There we go. Oh, guys, come on! Oh, fuck a bollock. Okay, that's not great. I'll be honest with you, that is really all kinds of not great. Well, he's fucked up over there, at least. Right. Let's try and not make that same mistake again. Fall asleep with your butt to me. Yes. Handy. No, no, don't spin around, you fuck. Oh, clearly he's not comfortable enough to fall asleep. Oh, something bad's going on here. Right, fucking... Oh, no. Right, then let's just actually do this the old-fashioned way then. I wanted to do the old bomb rush approach, but apparently the game is not going to allow me to do that for a multitude of daft reasons. So, let's chuck all of these on him. And try and get everyone away from the bridge before it completes, otherwise they'll get smushed into the ground, which isn't great. We'll leave the corpse there for now. I actually have other business up here. So, you'll notice we have an absolute shit ton of bomb rocks here. These are for taking this door down, but they're also very handy for taking on these bulbobs. And can I literally pick them all up? Perfect. So yes, clever use of these. You can take out the... Oh, they're actually a different type of Pikmin. There we go. If we're careful here, we can take on the spotty ones really easily. So, let's try that. So that's a third of its health from there. And that's another third. What the? Well, he'll do his work anyway, I'm sure. There we go, good, and dead. Brilliant. Those are quite hard to kill, so, and they wake up much more easily than the others, so there's another spotty, oh, there is another spotty one here. Then, let's do even better. Let's take out the Pearly Clamp that's here. These are really easy to take out with a bomb rock, because it just launched them from there. I think one bomb rock's enough to do it. Oh, 2 bomb rocks, apparently. Much easier way of taking out a Pearly Clamp that you don't risk anyone. Let's put some of our reds on that in the meantime to have that go back. Brilliant. Right. Well, since we're here, we may as well use 2 of these. Take out that guy. Oh dear. Oh no. Where's the other guy with the bomb gone? Oh, good. Excellent. That sounded good. And then we throw this one, and then when he wakes up, we will just swarm him with reds. Which should be all I need to do. Brilliant. So the Clamp will produce a nice 50 for the reds, which is real nice. And I want to actually get the remainder of the reds on this guy. I want to try and be efficient with these, so I want to try and only put 10 on each one. So when I say efficient, what I mean is efficient in terms of getting them back to base. All of them back to base in one maneuver, rather than getting them actually as quickly as possible, which sounds weird, but there you have it. Let's get that back, and then that one can go to... or not. You guys on that. You go where you go. Right, there we go. And now when everyone else is bringing that back, we've got some blues here, which can... Oh, I forgot about another one there. Okay, well, we'll get that with blues then, so... If a couple of you can go down and get that, and then the rest grab onto this guy. Oh, look at those numbers coming in. That'll be the Clamp back. Brilliant. Right. What to do next then? I suppose I'm going to actually first start looking at some of those reds. At least we're at the point now where if we want to change around squad composition a little bit, like in terms of colours, we can literally just withdraw and deposit rather than having to like actually pluck any. So once we basically plucked all of these while everyone comes back, we'll be all good to go. And it's not even halfway through the day yet. Because I think pretty much all the rest of my work in the day will now be entirely using reds, because it's all just combat capabilities. Having additional colours doesn't really help me with anything. There's some nice easy blue ones down there to a certain extent, but really just from having this many reds will be the main strength of my armada here, I think. Right, we got some corpses coming in over this way. Right, let's put the remainder of the reds on this. It's a shame they're not flowered. It would have been nice to have a little bit of nectar saved for that specific purpose, but hey, can't all be winners. Right, I will wait for that to be delivered in. And then grab these guys. And now it's time for another corpsening over here. So, ooh, the blue thing up there. I'll get that in a second then. Let's try and squit as many of these as we can. And... oh no, he's seen us. Oh well, hopefully we can squit him. Actually, to be honest, I don't even need to bother squitting at the moment. We've got so many actual, real, usable Pikmin here. Squitting isn't strictly necessary. Have I got 10 to throw up there? Probably. That should hopefully be enough. Yep, excellent, that's on the move. Very good. Yeah, there's some underwater there, but then we've got to get anything around here, like building bridges on a level like this just isn't worth it, really. Like, the main focus of your effort should actually just be on combat, really, because the corpses tend to be worth quite a lot as well. And you can just, especially with these red bulbs, you can just rush them up the arse so easily like that. It's just really worthwhile to do it that way. How many does this leave me with here? Still enough to safely take on these dwarfs? Probably, yes. Oh, yeah. Though I might try and squid again, because these dwarfs can be surprisingly dangerous when you've not got a huge number. You know, fuck, actually, we'll just... Need enough of these red, we can just rush them. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Right, so you can take them, and then if we go for these, and then back to base, regroup, and move out again, I think. But I'm going to move out in the opposite direction, as in the... Right, guys, can we at least just try and get reds on it? I wish it kind of had some method for prioritizing that the sensible color gets the thing. Apparently someone entirely missed that one, which is useful. Guys, fucking fine. See if I give a shit. But yeah, now I'm going to go back up the other way, because this is all about kind of, you want to steadily expand outwards from your base, and pretty much like only really go, so kind of, I'm describing this terribly. You go on a kind of expanding circle away from your base, so that you're always as close to your base as you kind of can be, to minimize both your own travel time and also carrying back time. Let's launch some yellows up there for that one. Trying to squid this guy from a distance. Brilliant. And then hopefully we can sneak past him. And onto this guy's ass. Fantastic. Get him dead, good, and then up and fight the dwarfs. Guys, dwarfs! Dwarfs! Bears even, these are scary bastards. Right, so is there anything up here worthwhile doing? Oh yes, there actually is. But is there a quick way of getting my Pikmin up there? Probably not. That's the only issue. Like, we'll have to just throw them all up there. Why did I throw so many fucking blues there? I put it on yellow mode specifically. Because I really have to wait for them to sort, don't I? Well, hopefully some of them will nectar up a little bit. Alright, is this going to be enough to safely take on this guy? We'll have to find out. 55. Dubious. I might just fight the dwarfs. Oh, squitted a couple of them there. Excellent. Oh, I had another squitting. Oh, and they're all squitted. Perfect. You're going to try and take it past that guy, aren't you? This is the issue. If I make a twat of myself here, potentially... no, I actually want to go back and gather more people. Basically, if you lose Pikmin, it's like the worst thing that can happen in this game mode, really. Because then not only do you lose Pikmin in terms of you don't get the score from those Pikmin, but also it then makes it hard to build up numbers again, really. So it's about the worst thing you can get to. Just because of time constraints and stuff, getting over to where the... use your words, Doctor. Getting over to where the burrowing snagret was is pretty hard to do within a day. Like, as you saw, kind of like when we actually did this level properly, it takes about a day to get over there, fight the thing, and get back. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about. You kind of move in an expanding radius from your base, get the stuff that's closer first, and then start moving further and further away. After this, we've probably got time for one more kind of foraging expedition, and then we're all good. Fun fact. The limiting factor on how fast you can throw Pikmin is you can only have 5 Pikmin in the air at any one time. Therefore, it appears that yellows are slower to throw than other species. Not actually the case, it's just they spend longer in the air. Which is a mildly interesting fact, right? If I can sneak past this guy, we might be able to bum rush him successfully, but I'm aware he can absolutely rinse us at this point. Oh, dear. Oh, we are not going to have a good time here. Guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. There we go. Okay, that's kind of saved it there. That wasn't terrible. Right, let's get him on the move at least, and then we can get all these little corpses here on the move as well. Guys, oh, okay, that wasn't the most efficient, was it? This is the way to do it efficiently. And go! Okay, that was a lie as well, because they still do this weird thing where they go like, they try and grab onto it and then they kind of go, meh, and just give up after a few seconds when they realise there's no longer a slot for them. Wow, we're doing way better than my previous time, though. My previous time had, yeah, 2:51 it was, and we're just about to beat that, easily, which is well cool. How did you even end up there? Oh, might as well take some of these back randomly. Why not? And then I can probably just do a little bit further afield. That's the thing, it's like, there's no harm in like, what am I saying? Use your words, Doctor. There's no harm in, like, if you're partway through bringing Pikmin back and you get to the end of the day, oh well, you still get everything. Oh fuck, did I not wait for them to actually go back in? There we go. Oh, balls. Well, I cocked that up. I've got so few Pikmin. I guess I ended up with quite a few planted by accident. I say so few. We've got nearly 80, which is pretty damn good. If I go over here, then we should be able to gather a few more Pikmin here from this area. I want to be quite careful with numbers, just to make sure I don't deplete my numbers too much and not actually have enough to fight successfully. Ooh, that was nearly very bad. So, there we go, that'll do. Now, have I actually got any yellows with me? Because there are bomb rocks over there, which would be very useful to have. Yes, I've got a few flowered yellows even, that's even better. Okay, because up there it's a real bugger to get there quickly in time. So, leave them there. You guys can kind of grapple onto that. As many of you want to get on that and take that back. I'm going to try and take on this guy. And throw. And then one more. He's noticeably not dead, which is interesting. I really thought he should have been by now. Maybe that'll do it. Excellent. Right, so, let's prioritize various things. Let's get as many reds as we can onto that. Get the minimum required number of reds onto that. Are they going to go... Now here's the real question, will be which route they take from here. Hopefully, they won't try and go that way. Because there are nasties there. Though not anymore. Well, I mean, obviously there's still some nasties there. No, I think we're all good. Right. So, we rush everyone onto those various things. We should just make some of them back. He says, not successfully rushing any of them onto anything. Right, come on, get onto the Bulborb. The Bulborb is the limiting factor there. Literally, it's like physically in the way. Guys, come on. Do I have to literally like throw you on the road in front of it? I know you can fit more than 10 on that. There we go. Why was that so challenging to you? And you can still fit 20 on there. I think they're trying to get on the 10 and somehow getting very confused. Maybe they're just not actually particularly efficiently physically positioning themselves around it. Oh well, it'll get back before the 10 seconds anyway. Which is pretty good. These will put us well over the 300 mark, which is pretty impressive, I must say. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but poopity poopity poop. Right. Oh, my computer's gone to sleep. Always a bit nerve-wracking when that happens. Right, let's just unlock that. There we go. Right, 290. Oh, look at that. There is like a theoretical maximum for each one of these in terms of literally the number of like enemies and pellets and stuff available in the field. 314 is actually pretty good. Do we only got 14 from that? Got 15 from that. Okay, maybe it is better to get some of the bigger pellets. I'm going to pluck stuff because why not, but there's no real reason to do so. And there we go. And that's what I skipped last time. Those ones on the ground, as I say, do still count. Right, how did we do? Well, I know how we did, but I want to see it anyway and written down. So, 314, wow, beat it by a considerable margin from there. You can see it got to a certain point now, it's just like, actually, reds are the way forward. So that's the Forest of Hope. Next time we will be doing the Forest Navel, and the Forest Navel is quite an unusual one, as if there are no enemies in it at all. It's all about, I may have like the old bread bug or something like that, but there's really very few enemies. It's all about just actually exploring in that way. So it's a bit more different. In the Distant Spring is another enemy-filled one, and the final trial is fucking weird. So that's what we'll be doing. Thank you very much, and hope you'll join me next time for the Forest Navel. Good day.